Hi Joe, it's Mike Sarno, and I wanted to reply to your video, Religion Makes No Sense. I think fundamentally our disagreement is in what you and I, how you and I use the word religion. You and I are using the word religion in different ways. I use religion to mean a belief system that may include traditions and rituals, but a belief system in that involves itself with the ultimate reality. So it need not include God if you don't believe God is the ultimate reality. It need not include the supernatural, the afterlife, any of that. It could, in fact, include just the here and now, if that's what you believe to be is the ultimate reality. That can very well be labeled religion. So that's where I think you and I are having a problem in that area. You mentioned doctrine as well, that if you remove doctrine from religion, it becomes philosophy. Now, that's not the way I use doctrine. The way I understand the word doctrine is it means teachings. It comes from the Latin word for ultimately from to teach, but it means teachings, and that's basically what it is. It's certain beliefs, teachings, understandings of a particular belief system or philosophy. So you can have a philosophy that contains doctrine. Now, perhaps you meant dogma. I'm not sure. I don't want to put words in your mouth, and maybe you just understand doctrine differently from the way I understand it, and that's fine. Just give me your definition and we'll go from there. But I don't have a problem with dogma either. Dogma is the necessary beliefs for someone to claim to be a follower of a particular belief system. And I don't have a problem with that. It doesn't make any sense to me to have a belief system that doesn't have dogma, that doesn't have a necessary belief. You can't be a pastafarian, for example, unless you believe in the flying spaghetti monster. That just makes sense. I don't have a problem with that. Likewise, I don't have a problem with some Christian sect saying that you have to believe that Jesus was God made flesh and was wholly God and wholly human at the same time. Holding that to be a necessary belief for their sect. That seems to make a lot of sense to me. So I'm not exactly sure what your problem with doctrine or maybe dogma is. So if you want to expand on that, that would be great. But the larger point that I wanted to discuss with you is the concept of God. You basically set up your argument that you stop believing in God at about the same time you stop believing in Santa Claus. So we'll say, 10 years old. I don't know, maybe you were younger, maybe you were older, but 10 sounds good. My point is that your understanding of God at 10 years old, which you reject now as a 27-year-old man, that understanding of God isn't the understanding of God that I have now. My understanding of God at 10 years old was probably similar to your understanding of God at 10 years old. And that's not the God that I believe is real. And that's really my whole point there. My point is that the straw man that you've created is a child's understanding of God. And to my way of thinking, I would expect that a 10-year-old's concept of God would be wrong, would be easy to dismiss. And that's really the point. So when you dismiss the God that you understood as a child, you're not dismissing the God that I understand as an adult.